There's the days you are happy. There's days you're not happy. And you're not happy because of where you find yourself. One of those days for somebody like me is today. And if you read my speech today, you will see it. Today, 65 years ago, Nigeria had independence. Celebrated. Everybody was happy. People thought our founding fathers fought because it was the beginning of a good life for our country. Everything was working. Time magazine, famous Time magazine, wrote immediately after independence that this is a birth of giant of Africa, a country that will lead Africa and will compete with advanced world. In the 60s, we have less people in poverty than we have today. In 1960. The first time Nigeria borrowed money was in 1962-63 by the then Prime Minister. Do you know what he borrowed that money to do? To build Kainji Dam. Kainji Dam is functioning today. The World Bank president said that he's borrowing money for a nation that will be great. Today, we're in poverty. People are starving. So many people don't know where the next meal will come from. So it is a day of mourning, a day of sadness. If you love humanity, you will feel bad. If you love humanity, you will feel bad. If you listen to my tweet on Monday, today is Wednesday. Am I right? If you see my tweet on Monday, and I'm happy that I'm talking where Mo is. I talked about a man who won Nobel Prize on Economics last year, who said, so many countries know what to do to prosper. Him and his team. But they refuse to do it. And he went on to say, example of such countries, Nigeria. And I said, I must go and find this man. And sitting with him for 2 hours on Saturday in University of Chicago, I could see a country that have all it takes to be a great country. I'm happy you people are celebrating. Whenever I see people celebrating in Nigeria, I said maybe God created them differently. Because for me, Mo knows how I feel. Mo is contesting to be chairman of AMAC. And I can tell you, I'm going to go through the streets with him. I'm not doing it for anything. I'm not doing it for anything other than I believe. You can go and check my political history. I've supported people to be senator, House of Rep. I've supported people to be chairman of local government, everything. I've also appointed people in my 8 years of being governor. I've been opportuned to say people should be local government chairman. The only thing I tell people is that in my 8 years of being governor, I did not appoint I did not nominate anybody to be chairman of local government or councillor. Not in my local government, not in any other local government. This is something you can go and ask Anambra people. Not one day did I nominate one person to be chairman of local government, not in my local government or any other place. And nobody have ever become local government chairman in my 8 years and bought me a bottle of Fanta. A policy, and everybody knows that policy. If you have anything you give to P2B, look around, there's somebody around you that needs it. Whatever I need, whatever I want as a person, God gave it to me. So it is my joy that we share to other people. I don't look down on people. You never see me say, who are these people? Whenever you see me look down on somebody, I'm trying to lift the person up. Because all of us here are children of God. God created us equal. Gave us different opportunities. That's why when I go to
Tinubu himself should also be preparing for going to jail before 2027. I can never be part of a coalition of the people who created the problem that I'm trying to solve. Who are the coalition leaders? David Mark, former PDP Senate President. El Rufai, former governor of Kaduna for 8 years. Malami, who jailed Ezak Zaki, jailed me, jailed a lot of innocent people. He was Attorney General and Minister of Justice under Buhari for 8 years. Rotimi Amechi, 8 years Minister under Buhari. Are those the people you want me to go to coalition? There must be something wrong with me.
So now are you prepared for the possibility of being, quote and unquote, being jailed by the Tinubu government before 2027?
I am prepared for anything, you know. I prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But the Tinubu government, Tinubu himself should also be preparing for going to jail before 2027. You know, they cannot intimidate me with threat of sending me to jail. Buhari tried it. It failed. So Tinubu can only fail. That's the best he can achieve. But this shows to you that nothing has changed in Nigeria.
Okay, so what, in your honest opinion, would you say is Tinubu's political survival chance, considering the look of things and how the APC is trying to APCize all the state governors?
This is not the first time that a political party will come on the political scene in Nigeria and say that they are in control. In fact, the year before the PDP was defeated, they made a bogus statement that they will be in power for 60 years. They didn't last in power for another 6 months after that. So if they like, let them convert every classroom, every church, every mosque, every garden to an APC. It will not stop their disgrace or, you know, imminent disgrace and exit from power. That much we can promise them. This is nothing. All this we are saying is just superficial, you know, activity where they give you the impression that all the governors are for us. There are only 36 governors in Nigeria, maybe with the FCT minister that they serve. They can only produce 36 votes amongst themselves. If you add the deputy governors, maybe 100 votes. All the public officials in Nigeria, officially, if all of them are APC, they only deliver 10,000 votes to Tinubu. There are only 10,000 officials in Nigeria, officially. From local government councillor to presidents, special advisors, all of them, 10,000.
Okay, don't you think the 2027 election will be like one of the most rigged? Now that we are seeing the litmus test in states like Edo and Ondo and the likes, where allegedly, even though the court has said the votes are actually genuine, but each and every one in most of these states are not even satisfied with the outcome.
I don't need to shock you. They are not planning any election in 2027. They are planning a selection, and they will be in a better position to do it because they are in power and they can justify it because they say, well, we are in the incumbent. Where have you seen in Africa that an incumbent president lost election? Are you getting my point? So I have done some extrapolations based on what they have done so far. Tinubu came, appointed 11 Supreme Court justices. 7 of them had only needed to determine him, to make him president. Because they are going to go to courts, of course. He has appointed appeal court justices. One of them is his henchman's wife, Wike's wife. And most of the federal high court justices who are going to end up as tribunal people are children of these former judges who are very corrupt. So tell me, where in the world is a free and fair election going to come from in 2027? It's impossible. Forget about what they are doing in Edo. Look at what they did in Lagos local government election recently. So they have already test run the entire process and it's foolproof. Ladies and gentlemen, you are just waiting for the announcement of the winner of the election, who you already know. When I say winner, in quote, the selected president, not the elected president of Nigeria. Except if you wake up now, which is what we keep telling people, and say to yourself, we are taking the next step as a liberation, not as a selection process. You want to participate in an election, you are welcome. That's your problem. Go and form your coalition. You also know that most of these coalition people are also themselves. They are the ones in the coalition just fooling Nigerians and
why are you not also among the coalition?
I can never be part of a coalition of the people who created the problem that I'm trying to solve. Who are the coalition leaders? David Mark, former PDP Senate President. El Rufai, former governor of Kaduna for 8 years. Malami, who jailed Ezak Zaki, jailed me, jailed a lot of innocent people. He was Attorney General and Minister of Justice under Buhari for 8 years. Rotimi Amechi, 8 years Minister under Buhari. Are those the people you want me to go to coalition? There must be something wrong with me. Or if
How about Peter Obi, who is seen to be like the better
How
man?
is Peter Obi different from them? I keep asking all of you who are pushing Peter Obi. Peter Obi was governor of a state for 8 years, Anambra. Go and tell me any school that Peter Obi built when he was in Anambra that you can send your child to if you have children. Go and show me any hospital that Peter Obi built that you can go and take treatments if you are sick today of even headache, that even Peter Obi himself can go to. Go and tell me any road he built 8 years ago that anybody is driving on today. You can't show it. All is that go and verify. And when we verify and bring to you, you say it's because we are jealous. So I don't get it.
Now, you have often criticized godfathers of politics, Tinubu, Wike, other state governors, Ebonyi, and now with Wike's antecedents and what is happening right now, what would you say is going to happen in the next couple of months now that Fubara is set to go back to office?
Fubara has already joined the APC unofficially. I don't know if he will join officially, but whether it's official or unofficial, just know that Fubara is only going back as governor because he has agreed to whatever condition they gave to him. He has capitulated. So, and what that tells you is that they have already captured Rivers State. Not only the votes there, but the resources, which is the most important. That's what they're after. What you must understand about what they are doing with the APCization of Nigeria is that they are interested in all the states that have the most amount of resources. Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Delta, Rivers. And then they are going for the states that have the most amount of numbers. That when they put the numbers, you want that Kano, Lagos, Kaduna. So they are in control of all this. And they are in control of one of the most important governor in Nigeria. You know who? The governor of the Central Bank. That's the number one of the 38 governors. The moment you have the governor of the Central Bank, you have the other 7 governors in the bank. But again, this is not a problem as far as I'm concerned. If Nigerians wake up, rise up and work with us, and we take this as a liberation struggle.